What do you make of this? What does it say about where we are as a country, but what does it say about the state of Florida as a place for business?
Well, it says that we are poisonous and toxic, and the fact that a governor who arguably has one of the most successful records in America in terms of economic development, in terms of business, is arguing with arguably one of the most popular, respected companies on the face of the earth. It's a tragedy, and it's a tragedy over language, and it's a tragedy over strategy. If this is a debate over whether first graders should be taught sexual identity or sexual development, the public overwhelmingly says no. But if it's a fight over the phrase, "don't say gay," nobody wants discrimination or punishment. And this is why framing matters so much. The language that the business community and the political community uses determines the outcome of the debate. This never should have happened. Corporations should not be involved in politics, according to the American people. Individuals not only have every right to speak up, but they should. And it's the responsibility of businesses to help them, to give them a voice, give them a platform. But the public says it is not a responsibility for the corporation itself to speak up and speak out.
So Frank, who wins this debate? And how much of this debate is about this bill versus, and there's some people in the country look at this as a debate actually over free speech, which is to say not just free speech of individuals, but free speech of companies?
It's a debate over everything that's wrong. It's a debate that's a great question, because it goes to the conflict that's happening in America today. The idea that we're not trying to win a discussion, we're not trying to promote policy, we're trying to destroy the other side. Ron DeSantis is one of the best politicians, and he knows how to do this well. Disney has a voice, and people listen to what Disney says. The problem is that these two sides have come at each other so directly, and there is no winner in this. Anything that undercuts a company that does so much good for so many people in so many ways isn't healthy for the American economy. And the governor.
Here's the thing that I don't think anyone knows what to do about it. And there's so many business leaders, and by the way, political leaders who are watching this broadcast right now, and you get into a situation like Bob Chapek did, where you have a company that does a lot of business in a state. It's hearing from its employees in that state, but also in other parts of the country, given that they're effectively a multinational business. And they're thinking, we got to go to bat for our employees. And if we don't go to bat for our employees, then we're going to have an even bigger problem insofar as they're going to strike or they're going to protest internally. How do you think that a business leader is supposed to grapple with that if, in fact, the polls that you're looking at right now are suggesting that the American public doesn't want businesses to be talking about these issues?
No, they don't. They want businesses to defend their people. They want businesses to provide benefits and to recognize that things have changed over the last 2 years. They expect businesses to make meaningful, measurable advances for the people who work for them, but they don't expect businesses as a company. And by the way, we had this fight with Mitt Romney in 2012 when he said corporations are people too. The same people who condemned him, saying that, no, this is an entity, this is not a person, are the same people who are arguing that a company like Disney should be directly involved in this. I think Bob Chapek has an impossible tightrope to walk, and he's been doing it as well as any CEO that I have seen.